Hey, it's Bob Goen, and it's an honor to be here in Wink's Vault to introduce you to a game show pilot that I'm sure you've never seen and probably never heard of. It's a show called Fast Friends, and we did this show for NBC about 40 years ago. And there are two things that stand out to me the most about Fast Friends. Well, three actually. One, if you count the fact that it never saw the light of day. This show never sold in the United States, never was aired in the United States. I'm told that it did, the rights were bought for the United Kingdom, and they made their own version over there. But the other two things that stand out to me about this show, first of all, is that I got a chance again to work for the incredible Jay Wolpert. Jay Wolpert was my hero. He was my mentor. He's the man who taught me how to be a game show host. This Fast Friends pilot is the second pilot that I did with Jay. The first one was called Pie in the Sky. And I had never had a national television show before. I was a sportscaster in Palm Springs, California, and I commuted back and forth to Hollywood to do run-throughs with Jay and shoot pilots, and it took us 3 tries before we got a show on the air. And that was at CBS, a show called Blackout. But Fast Friends was, a chance to work with Jay Wolpert, who was not only an absolute genius. Man, he did everything. He wrote the script for Pirates of the Caribbean. So he was a really multifaceted Renaissance man. But he was also a game show genius. He was the champion on Jeopardy in the 60s. That's how smart this guy was. But he was also the kindest, funniest man I've ever met. And he took a big chance on this kid, me, to, be in charge of his baby. And I'll just never forget him for it. He was a wonderful guy. So that's one of the things that stands out to me. The other thing is, and you'll probably be asking yourself this question when you see this pilot. You'll probably think to yourself, gosh, those graphics are kind of cheesy. And you're right, but there's a reason for that. The graphics are cheesy because they had to be slapped together at the very last minute. And the reason is we were, I don't know if it was 1 day away or 2 days away from shooting this pilot, and we didn't have a name for the show. We had no idea what it was going to be called. We had 3 or 4 options that we all hated and just couldn't come up with the right one. And like 2 days before we're shooting the pilot, a secretary at CBS said, "Oh, it sounds like Fast Friends." Yeah, that's it. So they slapped together these graphics. They found a cover version of Bette Midler's "You've Gotta Have Friends" and used that for the theme song. And the rest is history. So I'm very proud to be here in Wink's Vault to introduce you to the pilot of the show that never aired, Fast Friends.
Okay. Right. And we were talking to you last, and you... Sports, yes. No sports. Okay.
Our 2 contestants, Johanna Sartori and John Grant, want to make new friends from this special section of our studio audience, because whoever gets the most friends has the best chance to win $10,000 today on Fast Friends. And here's the host of Fast Friends, Bob Goen.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks. How you doing? Thank you. Very nice. Thank you very much. Welcome to Fast Friends. Let's meet our 2 contestants, shall we? First off, our defending champion, who is back from yesterday with $2,500 in cash and prizes, Johanna Sartori. Hi,
yes,
Johanna.
Thank you.
How are you? Nice to see you again. Now it's Johanna, right?
That's correct.
Not Joanna.
Johanna.
Is there a story behind that?
Comes from Giovanna.
I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah.
Terrific. But you know, today you have a chance at $10,000 in cash, right? At least you have a chance at $10,000 in cash. Right. There's a guy over here standing in between you and that chance. Let's meet him. John Grant. Hi, John.
Nice to meet you.
John, I don't know anything about you, so give me the John Grant story here.
Okay, I'm a native of Hollywood, and I work in theatrical lighting design as well as production and television commercials.
Yeah. And I love your glasses. They're terrific.
Thank you very much.
Did you get those in Superman? Is that the deal?
No, it's actually a place on Wilshire Boulevard.
Oh, it's a place on Wilshire Boulevard. Okay. Regardless, a little bit later on in the show, Johanna and John are going to be playing a game to determine which one of them goes on for a chance at $10,000 in cash. But in order to play that game, you're going to need some friends to help you out. In other words, teammates. And the more teammates they have, the better their chances of winning the game. And like we said at the start of the show, those teammates are going to be coming from this special section of our studio audience. 32 people who were in line before the show and selected to come up here. And eager, I think, to be part of a team because, now wait a second. Here's why. Because anybody who is going to get $200 in cash, okay? Now, here's how we're going to select the teams. Each contestant is going to get a packet containing 4 questions. That'll give you the opportunity to get up to 4 teammates. Now, Johanna, you're the defending champ, so we're going to start with you. And what we're going to do is give you 30 seconds in total time. Right there. There we go. Those 30 seconds are yours. Now, before I read each question to the special section, I want you to look at that question and tell me how many seconds of the 30 seconds you're willing to spend to find somebody out there with the right answer. Now, if Johanna gets that right answer before time runs out, she's got herself a friend on her team. But if time expires before you get the right answer, she'll have missed one opportunity to get a teammate. We'll go through all 4 questions, or all 30 seconds, whichever comes first, and then we'll give John a chance at making some fast friends with his 4 questions. Gotcha. You're the champ. It's your decision. Which would you like? Which packet? A or B?
I'm going to take A.
A it is. We'll put B over here with you, John, and we'll come back, I promise. We'll deal with you in a second. Johanna, come on down here. Let's take a look at your first question. While you look at this, we'll show the folks at home. Take a look at it. Now think about how many seconds that you want to spend to find somebody with the right answer. But don't spend any more time than you think you'll need, because once you've spent that time, it's gone for good.
Right.
All right? How many seconds do you want to spend?
6 seconds.
6 seconds. We'll take that away from your total time. We'll put those 6 seconds on the countdown clock, and we'll send you out amongst them, Joanna. Go find somebody you want to start with.
William.
Now, remember, Joanna, if William doesn't give you the right answer and you've still got time left on the clock, move on to somebody else as long as they're in another row. Okay? William, what brand is known as the champagne of bottled beer?
Budweiser.
Leo.
Miller.
That's it. Come on, Leo. Come on up here. There's $200 for you. Take a spot on Joanna's side. Okay. That's not so tough, is it?
Marvelous.
Nothing to it. You've already got one friend. You've got 24 seconds left. Let's take a look at your second question. How many seconds you want to spend here?
7 seconds.
7. Okay, we'll take that from your total time. We'll put 7 seconds on the countdown clock. And once again, go find somebody you want to start with. Gloria. Name the Sesame Street Muppet who lives in a trash can.
Oscar.
That's it. There you go. $200 for you. This is easy.
Right.
Oscar the Grouch, right? That's the guy we're looking for. Okay, you've got 2 friends now, Joanna. You're 2 for 2. Here's your third question. How many seconds you want to spend here? Oh, Joanna.
9 seconds.
9 seconds, okay. Take that from your total time. You're not too sure about this one, huh?
Yeah,
we'll put the 9 seconds on the countdown clock, and we send you out. Go find somebody who knows the answer to
Yvonne.
this. Yvonne, from what Eastern Bloc country is women's tennis champion Martina Navratilova?
Czechoslovakia.
That's it, yes! Come on up here, Joanna. $200 for you. Take your spot on Joanna's team. You're 3 for 3. You've got yourself 3 friends so far, and you've got one more chance. Take a look at your final question. All right? You know somebody out there who might know that one?
Yeah.
All right, you've got 8 seconds to spend. We'll put them all on the countdown clock. Go get them. Your last chance for a friend. Here we go.
Cherry.
Cherry, what was the first #1 Beatles song in the United States?
Let me do. Carol! I want to hold your hand!
That's it, Chad. Come on up. $200 for you. Take a spot up there. Nothing to it, huh, Joanna? 4 friends you got. 4 for 4. Let's see how the competition does. John, you've got your work cut out for you. Come down here. You see what you're up against, huh?
Yeah.
4 for 4. She's got 4 friends. You've got a chance to get 4. We'll also give you 30 seconds total time. Here's your first question. How many seconds do you want to spend on that?
I will spend 7 seconds on that one.
Okay, we'll take 7 seconds from your total time. We'll put the 7 seconds on the countdown clock. Get on out there. Find somebody who knows this one for you.
Keith.
Keith, how many carats is pure gold?
16.
22.
Paul. 24.
That's it. Yeah, call us. Come on. You got it. $200.
Too close.
Too close. You had no time left. What do you mean too close? They don't get closer than that. But look, you've got 1 friend so far out of 1 try. Let's look at your second question. How many seconds are you going to spend here?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think I'm going to spend 8 seconds on that one.
8 seconds from your total time. All 8 go up on the countdown clock. Go find somebody who can help you out on this one.
Hey, William.
William, what is the color of the lowest ranking judo belt?
White.
That's it! Hey, William, come here, get your money. There you go. Now you're up there.
Just a second of hesitation there.
All right. William does his own choreography, by the way. Doesn't matter. You've got 2 friends up there. You're 2 for 2. Let's take a look at your third question.
Oh, that's an easy one.
I think so.
I'm only going to put, let's see, 5 seconds on the clock.
5 out of your 15. Okay, we take 5 away. We put 5 on the countdown clock. Go find somebody who might become your third friend.
Hey, Paul.
Paul, what planet is Earth's nearest neighbor?
Mars. John.
Saturn.
Richard.
The moon. No, I'm sorry. Didn't get it in time. Did not get it in time, John. Took longer than 5 seconds. Obviously, not that easy. It was Venus is what we're looking for. Venus, a lot of heads nodding. Yeah, I could have gotten that. Yeah, sure. You just had more time. Okay, you still got 2 friends. You're down to your final question, though. A chance for a third. Take a look at this.
Ooh, well,
You think you can find somebody with the answer to that?
I will give it my best shot.
All right, you've got 10 seconds left. We'll give all 10 seconds and put them on the countdown clock. Double digits up there. Go find somebody who knows this one.
Okay, Gail.
You scared her, didn't you? Gail, from what state is the current Miss America?
Mississippi.
Libby.
Utah.
That's it, Libby, yeah! Okay, you got that last one. Take a look. You got 3 friends, John. You got 3 of them up here. 4 friends for you, Joanna. A live group. Our 2 contestants are now captains of pretty lively teams. We'll find out which captain goes on for a chance at $10,000 when we come back after this. Don't go away. We're back here to play Fast Friends, and first off, you'll notice that the special section of our studio audience is missing. That's because everybody has gone back to their regular seats in the audience, all except for those few lucky folk who have managed to make their way onto one of our 2 teams. And since they are here, let's meet our new recruits, shall we? Let's come down here and meet a lady who apparently is named Carol, right?
Yeah.
Carol, what's your last name?
Cisco.
Where are you from, Carol?
Originally from Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, terrific. How long have you been out here? Oh, yeah, get a little response there.
About 3 years.
Yeah? Good. Well, we hope you stay for a while and maybe win some money here tonight. Here's Yvonne. Yvonne what?
Lockhart.
And what do you do, Yvonne?
I'm in law school, my last year, graduating this year.
Oh, good luck. Hope things go well at the bar. Gloria, the bar exam. This is a classy lady. Gloria, what's your last name?
Rivers.
Gloria Rivers, and what do you do?
I am an order administrator for a reprographic company.
Great. We're glad to have you with us here. Leo, what do you do?
I'm a real estate investor.
Yeah? And what's your last name? I forgot to ask you.
Elliot.
Leo Elliott. Okay. Well, you know Joanna here, Sartori. She's your captain. She's the one who brought you all together. And here are the folks over here who are going to stand in your way. Let's see, the challengers, Libby. Hi, Libby. How are you?
I'm fine.
What's your last name?
My last name is Jackman.
And what do you do?
I am a kindergarten teacher in Newport Beach.
Noble profession indeed.
Yeah.
Nice to have you. William. Yeah, what do you do?
I work for a production company that makes rock videos.
Rock videos, really? What's your got some rock fans out there. What's your last name?
Garcia.
William Garcia. Glad to have you along. And the pick of the litter, here he is, Colin. Hi, Colin. What's your last name?
Baxter.
Colin Baxter, what do you do?
I'm a tour guide at a Universal Studios tour.
Oh, really? Yeah. Terrific. Well, you can show us around when we get done here, okay? You, of course, know John, your captain. Now, here's how we're going to play our game. I'm going to ask each member of one team a question. If they answer that question correctly, they remain in the game. Answer the question incorrectly, and they're out of the game. Then we'll go over to the other side and we'll do the same thing. Now, one thing to keep in mind, a team captain cannot be knocked out of the game as long as he or she has teammates. So what happens when a captain answers a question incorrectly? Well, they will lose the teammate in the last position at that time. The only time a team captain can be knocked out of the game is if he or she has no friends left to lose. And if that happens, if the captain's knocked out, the game is over and the surviving team wins. The good news is each friend on that winning team is going to get a bonus of $300 in cash, all right? So with the $200 you got for already coming up here, that's $500 that you could walk away with. And you'll get the $300 bonus whether or not you've been knocked out of the game along the way. All right? Now, here's how we're going to start with a toss-up question. And this question, like all the questions in round 2, is multiple choice. Now, captains, if you should buzz in and answer the question correctly, you'll have the option of which team goes first, yours or your opponent's. But if you buzz in and answer incorrectly, your opponent will have that same option. You ready to go? Hands on your buzzers, captains. Let's take a look at your toss-up question. Rock star Frank Zappa has a daughter named Inner Tube, Moon Unit, or neither. John.
Moon Unit.
That's right. Moon Unit is right. Okay. How you could do that to a child, I'll never understand, but Moon Unit Zappa. Okay, you have the choice now. Do you want to go first with your 3 friends or make Johanna and her 4 friends go first?
Well, I've always believed in ladies first, so I will give Johanna the
Okay, let's see if that works out for you. Carol, we're going to start with you then. Here's your question. We're looking for a few good men is the motto of the Gabor sisters, the U.S. Marines, or neither?
The U.S. Marines.
Sure is, yeah. Although the Gabor sisters have implemented it a few times. Yvonne, while writing his name in concrete at Grauman's Chinese Theater, Burt Reynolds got stuck in the cement. Spelled his name wrong. Or neither.
Spelled his name wrong?
Yeah, that's right. You weren't too sure, but you're right. Gloria, Nancy Reagan told school kids, when I was your age, there was no such thing around. Was she referring to the wheel? Democrats? Or neither?
Neither.
That's right. She's talking about drugs. Drugs. Leo, everybody's surviving here. Let's see if you do the same. Traditionally, Leo, Raggedy Ann dolls have a phrase printed on them. Is that phrase, I love you, I break for dolls, or neither?
I love you.
I like you too, and that's the answer. That's the first time a man's ever said that to me, Leo. Thank you very much. Johanna, everybody is still here. You're doing well. Here's your question. Now remember, if you should answer your question incorrectly, you're not out of the game, but Carol will be because she's in the last position. Here's your question. In the film Casablanca, the line, "Not so fast, Louis," was said by Louis's wife, Louis's driving instructor, or neither?
Neither.
That's right. It was said by Louis's best friend, Rick Blaine, who was played by Humphrey Bogart. Look at this. Nobody eliminated your first pass. You see what you're up against here, John? Okay, you've got 3 friends on your side, a total of 4 people. Let's see how you do. Libby, at a meeting of the American Association for the Advancement of Science, it was announced that communication had taken place between 2 containers of yogurt? Jupiter and Uranus? Or neither?
Jupiter and Uranus.
No. Actually, between 2 containers of yogurt. The bacteria was sending off electrical impulses or something like that. Libby, we've got to send you away. I'm sorry. Yeah, but don't worry about Libby. If John's team wins, she still gets that $300 bonus, so don't fret. William, whenever Liza Minnelli is asked to sing Over the Rainbow, her usual reply is, "It's not my job." I don't know the words. Or neither.
I don't know the words.
No. She says, William, it's already been sung. We're looking for neither. I'm sorry. You have to step aside. John, things not going well for you here. You only have, not at all. You only have one friend left. Colin, you're an important friend to him right now. Here's your question. Walt Disney once got into trouble with the censors because Mickey and Minnie weren't married. His cartoon cows had big udders. Or neither.
Mickey and Minnie weren't married.
His cartoon cows had big udders. Colin, join your friends over there. Well, John, these are some swell friends you've picked.
Oh, my.
You are all alone, my friend. You know what that means. You answer a question incorrectly, you're no longer protected. You will answer a question incorrectly, and Johanna's team will win. It's that simple.
Okay.
This is important now. Listen very carefully. When she was a little girl, Anne Margaret lived in a funeral parlor, cookie jar, or neither.
I'm going to say funeral parlor.
When she was a little girl, Anne Margaret lived in a funeral parlor. You're right. Okay. You got one survivor out of 4. You're still alive, though. That's the key. As for you folks, 5 of you still alive against only 1. Let's see how it works out here when we come through for a second pass. Carol, aboard a ship, a blue Peter is a type of exotic disease, seasick tablet, or neither. And hurry.
Seasick tablet.
No, it's actually a flag. We're looking for neither. It means that the ship is ready to sail. Carol, hurry, get out of there so we can get to the next question. Yvonne, in 1975, the U.S. government spent $84,000 to find out how chickens kiss without lips. Why people fall in love, or neither.
Why people fall in love?
Yeah, they do. Gloria, here's your question. In Beverly Hills, there is an intersection of 2 streets called Gregory and Peck. Gary and Cooper, or neither.
Gregory and Peck.
You've been there, yeah. Leo, the ambassador of love was a nickname President Nixon gave to G. Gordon Liddy, Sammy Davis Jr., or neither.
Sammy Davis Jr.
No, he gave it to Pearl Bailey. We're looking for neither. Leo, you got to step aside. Join Carol over there. Starting to dwindle down here, Joanna. Remember now, if you should miss, Yvonne is gone, and things will be almost even. John's over there getting a bigger smile on his face. Here you go, Joanna. The ancient Romans used to amuse themselves by playing pin the tail on the emperor, strip backgammon, or neither.
Strip backgammon.
Yeah! Okay. Second time through, you're still with 3 people on your team. John, you know the situation. Miss a question, and you're gone. Joanna's team will win. Very carefully listen now. Martial arts expert Bruce Lee was once Brenda Lee. Cha-cha champion of Hong Kong. Or neither.
I'm going to say neither.
Bruce Lee, the martial arts expert, was once the cha-cha champ of Hong Kong. You're wrong. Joanna, your team the winner. That was close. That was close. Nicely done, though. Hey, gang, you played well. You played well. You couldn't wait long enough for him to get down to nothing, but look, you got the $200 just for coming up here, right? Thanks for joining us here on Fast Friends. As for your captain, John, who brought you here, we have something special, right, Bob Hilton?
Yes, indeed. John, for you, we have a video cassette recorder from Akai. You'll be able to watch your favorite movies and and Fast Friends any time of day or night with this prize worth $900.
All right. And our thanks for joining us here on Fast Friends. Thank you, John. Thank you, gang. As for you folks, boy, you put together quite a team here, didn't you, Joanna? You did well. You friends get the $200 for coming up here. We're going to give you that bonus now of $300, $500 for each one of you. And Joanna, you're the one that brought this good group of folks together, great friends, so will you get something special, right, Bob?
Johanna, you'll be riding high with his and her scooters from Honda. Honda, we make it simple and we make it fun, too. A prize valued at $1,800.
All right. Nice prize, nice prize. Hey, gang, you better wish your captain luck, because when she comes back, we're going to be playing the photo finish for $10,000 in cash. Wish her luck. We'll be back for that right after this. Don't go away. With our champion, Johanna Sartori. And Joanna, we're ready now for the photo finish. Now, this is a picture of Lauren Bacall singing a song in the movie To Have and Have Not. Now, in just a moment, you're going to see the pictures of 8 people. And I'll tell you now that one of the people you're about to see provided the singing voice for Lauren Bacall in the 1944 film To Have and Have Not. Here they are. Jim Neighbors, Barbara Streisand, Andy Williams, Kate Smith, Frank Sinatra, Michael Jackson, Luciano Pavarotti, and Cyndi Lauper. Those are your choices. Now, here's how the game works. You tell me the 7 people who did not provide the singing voice for Lauren Bacall in the 1944 film To Have and Have Not. In other words, leaving the final face up there, the person who did provide the singing voice for Bacall, and I'll give you $10,000 in cash. Now look, in the event that you should stumble somewhere along the way and prematurely pick the person who did provide the singing voice for Bacall in To Have and Have Not, and I'll give you $100 for each correct decision you've made up until that point. Simple enough?
Simple enough.
Let's get started. You've got 8 faces to choose from. Who would you like to start with?
Since Michael hasn't
Not even born, huh? Michael Jackson, she says. We'll see if you're right. Michael Jackson. Right you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Off to a good start. Okay? Who did not provide Lauren Bacall's singing voice?
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper?
Yes.
Cyndi Lauper.
Yes.
Probably the same reason, right?
Yes.
Not born yet? That may be. We'll see if you're right. Cyndi Lauper. There you go. Okay. 2 out of 2. I've got 6 faces left. Who did not provide Lauren Bacall's singing voice?
Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand. It's interesting. You're getting rid of all the women here first off. Barbara Streisand. We'll see if you're right. Barbara Streisand. You're right. Okay. The 1944 film To Have and Have Not. Who didn't provide Lauren Bacall's singing voice? We got 5 choices left.
Jim Neighbors.
Jim Neighbors.
Yes.
Any reason?
I know it's Gomer.
Gomer. We'll see if you're right about old Gomer. Let's see. Jim Neighbors. There you go. All right, now you're halfway home. You've got 4 faces left. Andy Williams, Kate Smith, Frank Sinatra, and Luciano Pavarotti. Who do you think? Who did not provide the singing voice?
Luciano Pavarotti.
Luciano Pavarotti? Okay, you're sure. Luciano Pavarotti. All right. I'm almost afraid to do this. Luciano Pavarotti. Is she right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, now. We got 3 faces left. Serious business now. Andy Williams, Kate Smith, or Frank Sinatra. Who did not provide Lauren Bacall's singing voice in To Have and Have Not? Who do you think?
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra. Well, he was sure singing in 1944. Okay, we'll see if you're right. Frank Sinatra. There you go. Okay. Okay, now wait a second. This next decision is worth $10,000 in cash. Who did not provide the singing voice for Lauren Bacall to Have and Have Not in 1944? Kate Smith or Andy Williams? Kate Smith? Well, you got him on your side, that's for sure. Kate Smith. Okay, now look. When we drop Kate Smith's picture, if there is a thumbs down sign, you lose. But if there's a dollar sign back there, you've won $10,000. Kate Smith. For $10,000, let's see if you're right. Kate Smith. You got it! There's a true boy right there. The thumbs down. Terrific. Come on down. Woo! $10,000. Can you believe that? 10 grand. Now look, you won the $10,000 here. You won the motor scooters worth $1,800. You came back with $2,500 from yesterday. Right now, a total prize package worth $14,300. And you're coming back tomorrow. Not to mention the 3 new friends you made. Oh, terrific. What a day. Hey, we hope we've made some friends, too. Fast friends. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.
If you like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more. And check out my Facebook page for other exciting content.